True peace, kins and friends. I am KueeRaOopoo and I am back with another reading. This reading will be about Malcolm Jamal Warner and um, and the individual that's surrounding his unaliving is none other than Bill Cosby. He was in the news a while back. Let me pull this up for you. Okay, here we go. Bill Cosby was sent to prison for 3 counts of aggravated indecent assault stemming from 2004 incident involving Andrea Constant. It details Cosby faced accusations of sexual assault from over 60 women spanning several decades. The charges: in 2015, he was charged with 3 counts of aggravated indecent assault in connection with the Andrea Constant case, trial and conviction. During a 2018 trial, he was found guilty of drugging and sexually assaulting Constant. The sentence: Cosby was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in state prison. Overturned conviction. His conviction was later overturned in 2021 by the Pennsylvania Supreme Court due to a violation of his due process rights, stemming from an agreement a previous prosecutor had made not to charge him in the case. Okay, and in summary, Bill Cosby went to prison for the sexual assault of Andrea Constant, but his conviction was ultimately overturned on procedural grounds related to a prior agreement with a prosecutor. So there you have it. He wasn't even charged for, no justice was served whatsoever. And then who's to say if they just didn't put him in a peaceful area, held him up there until they decide to do this overturning his conviction. But the lady Constant, Andrea Constant, she ain't really get no real justice because his conviction was overturned. So she really didn't get no real justice. So they got him off. They got him off. And here we are, 2025. He's caught up in the mix once again. So I'm about to do a reading based on this question I'm about to ask. And I am using the NoopooH Tarot deck card. And my question is: Bill Cosby complicit of the unaliving of Malcolm Jamal Warner? Is Bill Cosby complicit in the unaliving of Malcolm Jamal Warner? And before I start this reading, I would like to bring in some positive energy. NoopooH, 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 NoopooH. Bill Cosby complicit in the unaliving first card that popped up in the reverse is the Universe Genitals card. Okay, there we go. Ground, fire and air powers, production, transportation, protection, regulation, urges, motion, impulse, instinct, impregnation, pregnant, birth. Okay, in reverse, spiritual transmitted diseases, spiritual, mental, and economic impotence, infertility, barren morally, ethically, etc. Wow, that says a lot, doesn't it? Well, actually, yeah, we have spiritual transmitted diseases. As much as he tried to portray himself on TV as the family father, okay, that kind of like gave a basis of um, family values, which is surrounded by a spiritual grounds of how you're supposed to raise a family. But we all know it was all TV, so it was all fake. Mental and economic impotence. Infertility. Barren morally. Yeah, of course he's barren morally. This man was accused of drugging women and sexually assaulting them. And ethically, because these were women of different races that he were sexually assaulting. Okay, now the second card that popped up. Okay, first let me go back and okay, so then we have okay, March genitals represent March, and its organ is the genitals. So then when you go back and pull up, about to pull it up now. Okay, okay, here we go. So March is in the 12th house, and we have service to humanity. Yeah. Service to humanity. He was a Jello pudding pops man, all on the TV selling Jello pudding pops. His service to humanity. Giving the show Fat Albert, um, the Cosby Show, Different World, um, and among other accomplishments. Among other accomplishments. But that gives you an idea of the type of services he brought forth to humanity, and not to mention the charges that they dismissed with his sexual essay allegations. Okay. The second card that popped up in the upright is the female NoopooH marriage card. The wives and mothers be role models for the girls and be homemakers as other females can. If there be no extra eligible females in the society, the males cannot have but one wife each. If it so happens in a true culture society that the number of eligible men for marriage outnumbers the number of eligible women, the extra men may so find their wives in some other country of their own kind. And this also holds true for female persons who do not wish to be a wife among wives in household. There you have it. He was married, but he was going outside of his marriage, breaking his vows, messing with other women. Third card that popped up in the reverse, the non-ether chemical card. Non-ether chemical card. Hydrogen, life-giving origin, sunshine, sun, blackness, non-power, crown power, Helios, non-reasoning, nine-ball circle, circumpunt, balls of ether elements, potency, order, original creator, raw, distance, above, sun god and goddess power, royalty, reality, material and physical realities, rationale, reign, radiance, rapture, tranquility, justice, rotation, revelation. Okay, let me go a little further on this. Okay, here we go. The non-ether chemical card. This card represents life being restored in all dying forms except the physical dead. The energy of this card is pure intellect. No emotions, no counter it, and cause confusion. Oh, I'm sorry. No emotions to counter it and cause confusions. A deep concentration is needed to reason out any problems you may have. A resurrection of mental, spiritual, morals, laws, rules, and codes to push individuals to their best limits based on their nature. This is what's best for all card, and no selfish energy can overcome its power. This card does not have a reversal, however, its negative opposite is the sixth ether death card. So there you have it. So everything is the opposite, being that it's in reverse. So life giving, no, life taking, sunshine, cloudy, gloomy. This is a cloudy, gloomy situation here. No sun is shining. It's total blackness. 6 power. Even though it say 9 power, he's working in the 9 power. And he thought he could be crowned with power by having his conviction overturned. 9 reasoning, no. Descending reasoning. Here is basically what has occurred in this event here. A tragic event. 9-ball circle, no. 6-ball circle. Potency, order. Yeah, the order. Yeah, his order, his order of how much he was able to cover up. Trying to keep himself from being involved, but the truth is coming out. Original creator. Yeah, he was original creator of content that he made a lot of money off of. Material and physical realities. Yeah. Yeah, the material pertaining to what happened is being exposed. And the physical reality is also being shown of what led up to Malcolm's unaliving. Justice will be prevailed. We just have to wait and see how that plays out. The next card that popped up also in the reverse is the East-South Cataclysm. I'm sorry. East-South Cataclysm in reverse. I'm sorry. 3-South Cataclysm. I read that wrong. So that's dealing with us being at the bottom of the smart circle, the hellish half. It deals with the animalistic nature of mankind. So here we go. 3-South Cataclysm. Zeus, Mercury, Thoth, Pan, Ghost God and Goddess. Rock bottom, hellish perfection. South Pole and sex. Underworlds of the universes, waters, gases, ethers. Negative in space, matter and time. Homosexuality, capitalism, religion, peaking in negativity and failing, cults, war and Armageddon, everywhere, aliens, close of evolution in 2025, our current card. So let me expound a little bit more. 3 South. Let me see. 17. The 3 South card is also a death card that got its energy from 6 West Death Powers. Revelation 3:14. This card is a current card and lasts 12,000 years. 63 years of spiritual, mental, and physical death has already occurred. This is ghost powers. That generate 3 ether gases. It's a vampire energy. It symbolizes the end of the reign of Osiris, Asar, ghost god, the ruler of religions of spiritual, mental, physical death, and division of humanity. This card's major power are solids of different variations used as destruction, such as asteroids, meteors, rocks, debris from destroyed structures. This is a positive cataclysm card of a grounding type. It also operates in the reverse by influence of NoopooH. Let this be known. So being that it's was in reverse, NoopooH is in control. Hold on one second. Okay. All righty. So NoopooH is in control. Okay. The next the next card that popped up in the upright is Bad Spirit. Ben card. Okay. Cackle demons, hates persons and things, handicaps people and things, creates problems for people and places, follows orders to do evil, not a spirit god or a goddess, electric gas able to shock and attack your nervous system for bad purposes, refuses to protect a person unless it benefits it, misguide persons, appear in many forms to deceive and torment the person. There you have it. That goes to show you that Jello Pudding Pops man has a very bad spirit, and there's no way getting around this. Hates persons and things. Yeah, well, I mean, one thing, he hate to be exposed for what was going on the show, and handicaps people and things. He has handicapped a whole lot of people that he has worked around. I'm just I'm just glad that it didn't get too bad, because it could have been worse for the most part. But and then if it was other things that did occur, then this also would be the right time for them to also expose what was happening on the show, even if they kept quiet all these years. So it just goes to show you that he followed orders to do evil.